Vada Fly gonna recap this and say Gotti caught a 30 on the dime, bro.
So all y'all wanna know what happened, I'm gonna tell you what happened. He got smoked. That was crazy out the game.
Sometimes SP to nobody that knows body.
Hit his area with 51. Everything in the Vada Fly.
When you start rapping like that? Back at it again with my guy.
Showtime SP to nobody that knows bodies. Bah! This is annoying, okay? This is annoying. I'm glad I had a breath mint.
Okay.
Because I would be bothering myself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If I had drank my Henny or my Crown. You know what I'm saying? My bad. You know, that's besides
You got a mask on, I'd be like, I can't breathe.
Man, you know, lots been going on in battle rap, man.
Okay.
This is the, you know, I figured we could chop it up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, people was asking about the episode 3, so
Facts.
you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Why not? Why not?
Nobody's Fly.
Yeah.
Podcast.
Episode 3.
Episode 3.
Yeah, man.
There's a lot of things to talk about. First of all,
Rice Gang Clothing.com.
Is this
so
a
new.
.com?
It's new.
RiceGangClothing.com. Log on for the merchandise. You heard me right?
Yeah.
But for the promotion is RiceGangClothing@gmail.com. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So it's about branding. It's about moving up. You know what I mean, into the world. But
Gotta elevate, man.
where should we start, man? Like it's like mad things going on battle rap wise. You know what I'm saying? Like
Alright.
what's hot? What's hot?
Now you know.
What's hot out
Now
here?
you know.
What's hot?
I'm saying that
What the
Tay
topic
Roc and Big T battle
Okay.
just happened on quarantine.
Right.
We could talk about that. We also got you know, we could switch it up. We could talk about The Last Dance.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You know how we feeling about that.
Right.
But we might as well just get it out the way. Hot topic, breaking news, the elephant in the room. Norbes got fired? Well, this apparently, you know, URL posted a tweet, Instagram post, and
Got fired on
all
post.
he said that Street Star Norbes will no longer be working with us. You know, we do wish him, you know, all other endeavors, blah 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 blah. Make sure y'all cop the app and subscribe to the channel.
Did you read it in Beasley's voice? Like, let's see who has what it takes.
I did. I tried to get it to you. It's like, unfortunately, Street Star Norbes
Will no longer be part of the style.
but the URL.
Complete its objective. Let's see who has what it takes.
The Crucible.
To survive. We're moving on.
Yeah, the Crucible.
What I will
What's your
say
take, man?
about Norbes, he's the first person that I really ever met battle rap wise. You know what I'm saying? He did a lot for a lot of battle rappers. He did a lot for myself. He helped me out. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't even be doing this right here. You know what I'm saying? So in that regard, I give props and admiration to him. Their relationship had been going two separate ways for a long time. I always said it, and I've said it on camera, that URL treated Norbes like wet dog food. You know what I'm saying? Like I never felt like he got the respect and the admiration that he deserved anyway. And then when you mix in like all of the little situations, whether it be rumors or whether it be the situation with the fight, it just came to a point where it was like one was Bad Boy with Diddy and the other one was Andre Harrell, and they just had to go separate ways.
Yeah.
You know. But the thing is, Norbes is mad talented. Like, he found so much talent. Like, he's been there since the first card. I heard recently that he put together Math vs. Rex, the old Math versus Blood on My Timbs, that battle. I heard he put together, like, a lot of the Born Legacy series. He found a lot of artists, you know what I'm saying? Like, New Jersey Twerk, found by him. Chess, not Chess per se, because Chess is out of We Go Hard.
Yeah.
But Geechee Gotti, Jerry West. Like, when it came to Geechee Gotti, I remember Norbes went to Cali to see and scout and recruit Geechee Gotti, who was at the time battling on King of the Dot. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was taking a couple battles here. He battled Saint and all of that. And it was Norbes who really was the driving force to get Geechee Gotti to come to and stay on URL. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of different artists that I know that he had a hand in directly. And I mean, he did his thing and he worked, you know what I'm saying, in the battle rap shit. He worked hard. Now, the way it ended, obviously, you know, he's got to take some accountability for that. But, you know, to let your man that you've been with 10 years go via IG post, that's kind of nasty. I'm sorry, that shit's nasty.
Listen, I don't know Norbes personally.
Okay.
But as a fan,
Right.
you already feel like you're part of the family. You know what I'm saying? So, for it to go down like that, that's not just losing a regular cat. You know what I'm saying? That's like that's some dude that came over for dinner all the time. You know what I'm saying? That was the family uncle.
Right.
But you know, like, and when we talk about scouting, I mean, he had an eye for talent, like, and then he also had an eye for advancing the culture.
Right.
Norbes was also big on trying to figure out what the next best thing was, and you know, a lot of people talk a lot of trash about Norbes in battles and stuff like that, but that's the name you really know. You know what I'm saying? When you think of Smack, do you hear Chico name like that?
No.
It's got P. You don't really hear them names like that, but you hear Smack, Beasley, and Norbes. You know what I'm saying? It's a tandem. So for all of that history and everything that was backed up, you know, I do think it's a little salty that y'all did it on per my last email type shit. I just didn't, you know, it felt professionally unprofessional.
Right. We
can't sit down and have a drink as men. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what happened behind the scenes, you know what I'm saying,
right.
whether they did that and then he said, is it cool to let it go like that? I wouldn't have said nothing like that. For real.
From what I'm hearing, like, I think he put up a couple live streams and people have been talking in front and behind the scenes and saying that, I don't know, I guess they had a conversation. Then after that conversation was over, all right, let the post go. And that shit popped up on the gram and smacked him upside the head like, bam, nigga, you been fired and we're putting this shit on the gram. I don't know. I saw that. It's just like more amicable ways to do things. But on a more positive note, like I said, he did a lot for a lot of artists. The way it ended, I look at it like they was probably looking for a reason to let him go, and then that fight situation, because you got Caffeine, right? Like, let's be honest, you had Caffeine stream, the so-called biggest event ever. You had it on Fox 5 and all this other shit that y'all was promoting, and the event, like, it fell flat.
The app is still being promoted on other platforms too. Like, I be seeing like little sponsored commercials,
for Caffeine.
and they show Charlie Clips and K-Shine battle. And
so you have that big night, you know what I'm saying? Big night going on, and it didn't go the way it was probably intended to go.
Right.
And then at the core of it, you have one of the leaders or the owners or one of your lead scouts getting into a brawl. Well, not even a brawl, getting beat down, WWE vaccine style by an artist, you know what I'm saying? And then it comes out that the artist is making these allegations that this, and this, and it's like, now they got to make a decision, you know what I'm saying? And the decision is the artist or the person that works with them. And I know from what I've seen and from what I've heard and from the way the relationship looks from the outside looking in, 10 times out of 10 it's going to be they're going to pick Twerk over Norbes. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's
just weird because it only works in battle rap like that, if you ask me, because I know in most businesses, you know what I'm saying, any functioning business, do you fire the HR or do you fire the employee?
They're gonna fire the employee.
I can get a whole nother HR can get me 3 more of these cats. You know what I'm saying? I can't find somebody else that's, you know what I'm saying, that's like that.
But you look at it like, okay, when Mav swung on Sirius Jones on their battle, he got suspended forever.
That's artist. That's an artist. Yep.
Artist swinging on another artist. Artist swings on management, and he's on the next card, and then he's on the card after that, and then he's battling on you know what I'm saying? So it was when they say he's been punished, I don't see how. You know what I'm saying? Like, that didn't happen. So you know, when you look at it from the outside looking in, it's like Norbes got treated like wet dog food anyway, and I'm gonna keep reiterating. I said that before this even happened. Then I've been said that he don't get his just due. I've been said that. When you see the interviews and stuff, they don't do no. When the last time you seen all 3 of them stand together and do an interview together? No. That didn't happen. I think on Vlad TV years ago. But other than that, I ain't never seen Smack and Norbes on the camera together, nothing like that. They never really rock with him like that. So let's think about let's say it notably, some of the notable things. I said the resurgence of chess. That's a big thing. When Chess was going on stages and dying, and nobody didn't even want to see him, who put him on the card versus Geechee Gotti? That was Norbes who did that.
Pretty sure.
Norbes put him on the card versus Geechee Gotti.
If it's
then Norbes doubled back around and put him on the card versus Danny Myers. And those are the battles, kept feeding him battles that eventually got him on the Loaded Hollows and all of that other shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So he's rejuvenated people's careers. He rejuvenated Chess's career. Chess was left for dead. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody wasn't jocking him.
man, we was talking about the classes. You know, all of the PG classes. You know,
Yes.
most of the PG classes scouted by Norbes. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, if
your
any,
Brizzes,
yes,
your T-tops,
Mike P's,
your Mike P's, your abs, your New Jersey twerks, your riders,
all
your
of them.
Jack Boy, all of them guys, all of them.
Anybody that was in that UFF,
you know what I'm saying? So
that had to do with
there's no artist whose hand he didn't have a part in. Whether, I mean, as far as like all of the newer, like you talking about legacy guys like
the vets,
that's different.
Yeah.
But all of the guys that came through that system, he had some part in either setting up a battle for them, Born Legacies, because Born Legacy was his thing. That was his thing. He was the one that was doing the Born Legacies. He was the one that was pushing them. And I think the writing was on the wall for a while. And I think, honestly, it took whatever they were looking for to be that one instance, one inference, and it was this. And that was like, all right, cool, now we got to throw you out the whip. And it's like, he was there from the beginning. He was there from the first card. Math versus Rex, that Cortez versus Marv one, that first card where they used to have timers on the bottom with the click, 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 click.
Yep.
He was there since then. I just feel like if it was going to be ended, it should have been better than this. It didn't have to go down like this. That's just my personal opinion.
Well, needless to say, you know, we build off of, you know, turmoil, trials, and tribulations. Is this a good thing or a bad thing for A, the URL, and B, Norbes? Is this a good thing or a bad thing? Like, what do you think would be, like, you know, what's the good parts and the bad parts? We already understood the bad parts is, you know, now URL has to find a different type of scout. You know what I mean?
They're
like,
doing a crucible thing or whatever the case may be.
yeah,
So
then
be that
they're
as it
also
may.
doing that bracket, that Final Fantasy bracket or whatever, the March Madness, the Smack Madness bracket. You know, that stuff that's still going on, but you're still grooming the talent that you currently have.
Yeah.
You know, like that. They do as far as URL, they still need to look for new talent, but now, you know, they kind of. Do they still go to the same spots that Norbes go to? You know what I'm saying? Like, is it, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to go to the same restaurant your ex-girlfriend is at. You know what I'm saying? But what happens if if the boyfriend owns the restaurant? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of weird. So even if, and that switches to my B for Norbes, does Norbes still scout for talent? If you're scouting for talent, who are you scouting for? Are you scouting for any and everybody, or are you just scouting for yourself? Lot of
he's got different options. I mean, like you said, he's got options. I mean, I wouldn't see him going to another league like RBE or King of the. I wouldn't see that per se, but he could do his own thing. Like, he has enough talent and enough know-how to start his own league if he wanted to. He could literally start his own league if he wanted to. I mean, why wouldn't he be able to?
The bread.
I mean,
money. You need money.
There's people that will back you though. If you have enough connects and contacts and stuff like that, there's people will back you. Everybody wants to make money. So if they look at you like, yo, said person could help me make money, people will back that. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, there's no guarantee in that. And you know, in leagues and all that stuff take money to start up. So I mean, that is correct.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man.
And then not to mention is, does he have the bread? Was there you know, is there a 401k plan in battle rap scouting? I highly doubt that. So is there a goodbye, you know, payment?
No.
I doubt that. You know what I'm saying? The only thing you get is not me beating your ass on the way out the door. You know what I'm saying? So it's all around doesn't look good on Norbes' end, because not only does the culture look at you a certain way, you know what I'm saying, now maybe certain businesses that you deal with, you know, with Smack, that may help or hinder you, because now Norbes can get into those markets that Smack couldn't get to. Maybe you know, URL has that vibe that maybe Norbes can bring something different to. You know what I'm saying? It could be that bridging gap. Or you could just be a scout for RBE and then literally build RBE and help build RBE. I'm not saying that, I'm just saying hypothetically. Only reason why I'm saying that is because once RBE builds the right amount of talent,
it's not gonna happen.
There's nothing that can go wrong with RBE. Like, cause then we ain't gotta be poaching. We ain't gotta worry about somebody battling on the same night. That's cool, I got people on my squad.
It's not gonna happen. Historically, and you could see ARP is one of those type of people.
I don't see it.
He has tons and tons of blogs where he talks about the URL versus the RBE and all these things like that. And they've had way too many issues amongst league for him to use a scout like that. And I spoke to somebody who's in the know today and was like that ARP's not interested in that. I mean, now if he happened to throw an artist his way like, yo, this dude is fire, he'll look at that, but they're not interested in like working hand in hand with him. You know what I'm saying? So that probably wouldn't happen. But I mean, moving on. I mean, it is what it is. The situation happened, and like I tweeted Norbes earlier. I said he helped a lot of people. He changed a lot of people's lives. You know, this ain't the end of the world. You know what I'm saying? He'll be alright. He can move on. And if he does the battle rap shit, he does it. If he doesn't, he doesn't. So what? You know what I mean? Like, it ain't the end of the world. Nobody died. You know what I'm saying? So fuck it. You move on.
Random question. So, because has there ever been a time where you were fired from a job and you left gracefully?
Yeah, I mean, anytime I've ever lost a job, it's not leaving with discontention. It is what it is, you know what I mean?
Yeah, nah, I got terminated one day. It was crazy. They fired me. They said I bumped the table. And I'm like, that's crazy. That, you know, y'all worry about me bumping the table. And so before I left, I snatched the leg from underneath the table. The screws weren't in there. They was messed up. That table been broke. You know what I'm saying? But I took the leg off the table. The computer, the books, everything fell on the floor. You know what I'm saying? You won't regret this. You know what I mean? Look at me now. I'm out here talking trash about y'all.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
But moving on, what else is popping?
Well, you got the quarantine release.
No, talk about the one you wasn't here for the other day. Since you give your thoughts on that.
All right, yeah. Well, yeah. So URL has been dropping the quarantine battles,
right?
And then they dropped a quarantine sterilized battle.
Yup.
In which I was supposed to do a social distance vlog, but I felt as though this is one of those situations I gotta talk to you face to face.
Okay.
Y'all out here, and I don't mean you, but I'm saying y'all out here saying that Rum Nitty died, he got dirty 30'd. You can debate it. Now, is it a clear loss? Yes. Rum Nitty didn't die though. Dying consists of terrible bars, not remembering any of your bars, or literally just jerseying out all the way through. That's how you die. You know what I'm saying? When you're totally not prepared for this person, and this other person is super prepared. B-Dot, super prepared. And I'm throwing no shade to B-Dot. B-Dot is fire. He needs to be part of the URL elite. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying, as a Rum Nitty fan, you know what I'm saying, y'all ain't had to do him like that. He lost, but y'all ain't had to do him like that. The angles though, you know what I'm saying, they hit, especially, the thing about a puncher is, a person who has line for line, if you're going against somebody who can use angles, and use angles like really, really good, you see what happens with him and T-Top. You see what happens with him and JC. There's like certain things there's certain battles where Rum Nitty has to either, one, I would say, you know, slow down from battling just a little bit. I understand, get paid. But, you know what I'm saying, oversaturation is there. Plus, especially because he's an alien. Like, Rum Nitty's bar flips as an alien, but you kind of seen a lot of those dot flips coming.
Right.
So I can understand why a lot of people had those issues. So, I will say, the first round is B-Dot. Second round, I gave it to Rum Nitty. Third round, it was no contest. It was, third round, B-Dot.
To me, I think Rum Nitty's battling too much. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's battling too much. He's clearly battling. He had a battle dropped in. He has a battle with Mike P that ain't came out yet. That happened a couple days before he battled Emerson Kennedy. Then you turn back. He had the battle versus Bill Collector. You know what I'm saying? Then he had the battle versus Jerry West drop. You know what I'm saying? So, like, since Genesis, which was March 29th, he's battled like 4 or 5 times. That's too many battles. February 29th. February 29th.
Yeah, no, that's still 2 months. That's still 2 months.
He's battled Jerry West, Bill Collector, Mike P, and now B-Dot in a span of 3-4 weeks.
And no crowds, just, you know,
he's taking too many battles. You know what I'm saying? So
he's taking battles.
He's taking too many battles. And the thing is, like,
I understand.
when you take that many battles, after a while it's gonna catch up to you.
I don't want that
Now
to
with
be
the
the
bill
excuse,
collector,
though.
but he's taking too many. It is what it is. He's definitely with the bill collector battle. He kind of got hosed because if you see the battle, when you watch the battle, you see Rum Nitty spit his round. When you watch the battle again, you can tell that bill collector's footage was redone because the reaction you see Rum Nitty doing choking and stuff.
Yeah,
and Bill Collector wasn't
I think
so it looks like they did bill collector's footage later on and tried to merge it in. We on to that, but he's battling too much. You know what I'm saying? And I get it because if you're used to getting paid a certain amount of money, and then now you come down to these quarantines that you ain't getting paid a quarter of what you get to battle on a big stage.
It's a fact.
You're gonna be taking every damn battle.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah. But at the same time, I feel as though that these battles have already been booked. You get what I'm saying? So like, I feel like no matter what, I think he would have still gave us these type of rounds on bigger stages. Maybe the energy would have been a lot different.
It wouldn't have been this fast.
It wouldn't. They wouldn't have. True. They definitely would stretch it out.
He's coming once a week, dog.
It is once a week.
He's not a once a week battler.
No.
Once a week, like every week. Are you kidding me?
Not the way.
And then he took Mike P and Emerson. I mean, Mike P and B Dot within days of each other. It's not gonna work. It's just not gonna work.
I feel you. I mean, yes, it's a lot at the same as it's a lot all at once. If you stretch it out once a month, I would love to see it. Like if you were staying on every flipping card, that's fine. But I feel like this quarantine card is the same card. You battling multiple times on the same card. Or like stand-up comics, they go do one show at 9 p.m. Then they go do another one at 12, and then they got to do another one at 2. But you're doing the same jokes because it's different crowds. You're doing this for different people. You know what I'm saying? Like that something has to run. You are an alien, Rum Nitty. I'm telling you, like, how can you not slip up? And that third can be a little bit, I like what Rum Nitty was saying.
It was a minute long. What are you talking? What can it be?
It can't be
nothing.
I did like what he said.
I
like what he said. He said, listen, I gave you these runs. He said, even with the battle against Sean, well, I could have stopped. I could have jerseyed all over there, but I didn't.
I get it, but it was like a minute long.
It was. I mean, it was a short round. It was a very short round, but Nitty's known for short rounds. Ha!
I gave the battle to B-Dot 2-1.
Me too.
I feel like he had the first, I feel like he had the third clearly. I gave Rum Nitty the second and still caught it over there. It was a 30. Why are you saying that? It was a 30. What do you mean? Woo, 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 woo. I mean, okay. So, in battle rap, I mean, the styles are like changing. You have the very intricate folks like B-Dot, you know what I'm saying, who's able to do terrific angles. And if you look at the battle on paper, I would have picked Rum Nitty to win. Yeah. But when you think about it from a large scale, when you get the large picture, B-Dot is able to put together complex schemes. And he just caught Rum Nitty in a drive-by. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just is what it is. And I don't think B-Dot would battle him again because that's one of them things where you got to win a clear one. Don't battle him again. I would never battle him again. You know what I mean? B-Dot is not a member of EFB. He does his own thing, and I respect that. You know what I'm saying? I think he should be on bigger cards and get bigger battles. And I do like that during this time, the B-Dots, the Emerson Kennedys, those are folks that are getting looks. Because let's be honest, when we're in the regular season, we probably won't see an Emerson Kennedy on this many cards. You know what I'm saying? Emerson Kennedy battled Danny Myers on the roof. You know what I'm saying? That hasn't came out yet.
Oh, I didn't see. I'm about to say,
the whole card is Geechee Gotti versus New Jersey Twerk, Danny Myers versus Emerson Kennedy, and then the B-Dot versus Rum Nitty. Who you think is if you give a Geechee Gotti versus a B Magic, where do you go with that?
Geechee, of course.
I think B Magic could steal a sneaky round. Probably like the first, and then because Geechee been battling every week too. You know what I'm
about to say, yeah.
He battled against he did the internet battle, Jerry West.
He did. Did he do another quarantine?
I think he might did another internet battle. He did one with Saga and it ain't came out yet. Okay, I blew it. Who gives a fuck? He did one with him.
I care. I wanted to know that.
He did one with him, and I think he did another one. I don't know, but whatever. And he just battled B Magic too. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see how that goes, man. I mean, but
further down the docket, you got You saying Geechee Gotti and B Magic?
Danny Myers and Emerson Kennedy.
That sounds fire to me, and it's on the West Coast. That sounds good. And not to mention, I don't know. I didn't like. So Emerson Kennedy definitely got to come back from that Arsenal battle because I no.
Arsenal kicked him up in that.
He beat his ass sitting down. So you keep forgetting to say that Arsenal whooped Emerson Kennedy's ass sitting down. Tay Roc.
Yeah.
Speaking of sitting down, Tay Roc versus Big T just dropped, and Tay Roc was sitting down, and Big T was standing up. You would think the bigger person would be sitting down. That's no jokes. You know what? It's all the jokes. Let it fly. You figured, you was gonna be tired.
Bro, for the life of me, like, I don't get it, man. Like, I'm really be trying. Like, I just don't get it. Like, I watched the Tay Roc battle versus Big T. And first of all, happy birthday to Tay Roc. His birthday was yesterday. I spoke to him. He's doing good. He's got some things coming up. I'm not gonna put this one out there, but I'm gonna just say it like this. All right. The battle that he told me that he has coming up, allegedly after this is all over, back into it's crazy. I'm gonna just say it like that. It's crazy.
Is it something we've been asking for?
It's crazy, and it's something we've been asking for. I'm not gonna say I don't want to. I'm not gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to blow it up right now. I don't. And then if it's an artist I don't really give a fuck about, I'd say it. But you know what? I just.
Okay. Okay.
So I
want to see that. Oh yeah.
Okay. So I just. Okay. So yeah.
So Tay Roc versus Big T. He was sitting in the chair, and now did Tay Roc beat Big T? Spoiler alert. Yes.
Yes. It used all T flips. When I ran into
TNT, I wasn't still an explosive fire.
Yo, like he beat this nigga with all T. Like, all right. I hated the one where he said if we see T on a tailored shirt.
It's it's like Iman Shumpert when see T on a tailored shirt.
Like, nah. But
I did like the one where he said teasing face, but nobody saying nothing funny. Yeah. That was fire. Yeah. All right. Here is my problem with Tay Roc. I expect a big hat. You know what I'm saying? Hey yo! Since I ran into TNT and he wasn't like I was expecting that. I didn't like conservative Zoom business phone call Tay Roc. I just didn't like that. I just wasn't a fan of and Roc, you know what I'm saying? You my man. One of the top dudes. You know what I'm saying? But if we go on by presentation, for some reason, Arsenal had the best sitting down performance.
Sitting down, and I'm sitting down now.
We're talking about sitting down, and we sit down all the time. You know what I'm saying? But if I have to nitpick, I did like the T flips. I just didn't. The energy was at a very low. Now, granted. Now you may have also, put a little inception in the brain, meaning that he's not as excited to battle Big T. That's fine. You know what I'm saying? But don't sleep on Big T. Big T got some fire.
But Roc 2-0 in the quarantine.
Yeah. But I do like.
He beat Mike P too.
He did. But here's the thing about Big T's verse though that I like. Big T always has something memorable in all of his rounds. You know what I'm saying?
What you remembered about his round?
What? He said they need to change Cave Gang to they ain't gonna do a thing. They need to change the name from Cave Gang.
Cause they ain't gonna swing.
Cause ain't nobody gonna swing. He said they need to change the Cave Gang to none of them diamonds is real in them things. Like, oh my God. I'm sorry.
I worked abs today. You got me rolling.
Big T had me rolling on that part. I was like, but then it just fell flat.
So yeah, Big T had that, but a lot of the other material was like the bleep and the street and the ski. And
no, it was the bebop. He said, forget rock steady. I'm gonna hit him with a bebop. I'm like, hey T, nobody said bebop, rock steady. Nobody said that. Nobody said that at all.
Said 1,000 times.
It's cool. I'll let it fly. You know what I'm saying? But
now, this battle didn't do nothing for Tay Roc and doesn't do nothing for Big T. It's just a battle that came out during quarantine. I'm glad that I'm still seeing Big T around, but in the comments, like while the battle's happening, like everybody's like going in.
It was like, he's super trash. I was like, oh my God.
The fans hate it. I think he's losing in the votes too, but he's still staying relevant.
It's pretty bad.
He's still staying relevant though, so I mean, it is what it is.
I was about to throw a shot, but I'm not. You know what? I'm gonna say it. He getting better looks than anybody else in NWX right now. Don Marino getting any looks right now?
Okay.
Official getting any looks right now?
Okay.
Is T-Top on quarantine?
No, not really. I heard.
You heard?
No, I heard he's supposed to do one, but I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say Versu.
I'm only joking because
I heard.
DNA
Matter of fact, I heard he's supposed to do one that. Nah, I'm not even. I don't want. Fuck it. Let's just keep going.
Listen, all I'm saying is, you know, DNA swears we hate him. We don't hate you. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying Big T is getting better looks right now.
That's what he's got on his quarantine.
Okay.
So that, you know what I'm saying?
See, I don't want to see that. I'd
rather see that on stage.
Yes.
I don't want to see that on
That's the only reason why. All right. So once again, Confessions of a Battle Rap fee. I'm enjoying the quarantine battles in the sense, but for some reason I enjoyed the B Dot and Rum Nitty a lot more. I enjoyed the sterilized, you know, when they in the small, when they in that little room. Yeah, I like that because it still gives me the feel that there is animosity in that building. You get what I'm saying? Whether it's no crowd involved.
You think these niggas being too friendly? Cause after the Rum Nitty and B Dot battle, they you know, chummed it up, and B-Dot jumped on the Twitter and was like, yo, you know, this is a fire ass battle. You try to take my head off in the second round, et cetera, et cetera. And then Calico had jumped out there and said, you know, if y'all niggas were such friends, why y'all battling anyway? You know what I'm saying? Like, and he just basically was like, B-Dot was like, I battled him for the check, and he was like, whatever, like Baby Lux. So he was saying like, yo, you shouldn't even be battling. He was like, what does it come to these days? He basically was trolling. Was like, this is what battle rappers come to. Like, niggas is battling their friends and they not even taking the shit serious type deal. Like, what you think about that?
Well, that went out the window. I think, like, all of that speculation, because we came up in a very different time. You know what I'm saying? Like, we went to different blocks to battle whoever was on a block. Like, we weren't friends. There was no friends. Like, I wrote all of my stuff specifically for an enemy, for somebody I don't want to, you know, like, I don't like, get away from me. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Now that battle rap has evolved and it is more like wrestling, you know what I'm saying? Whereas you're not supposed to, you know, in the old school wrestling times, the good guys was never supposed to be cool with the bad guys. You know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden, you know, then the whole Triple H and Scott Hall and all of them, they hugged in the ring. Oh my God, wrestling is fake. I think that happened to us right around the time I don't want to pinpoint it, but I want to say whenever we started seeing writer's block, it was block on block crime. You know, whenever you're seeing Goonies going up against each other, that's when we started to really know that, okay, they can kind of, you know, demolish each other. I am also on 40 Cal's side when he says, you know, I'm about to belittle you. Like, I'm about to say stuff to you that we're not supposed to be friends after this. You know what I'm saying? I'm still with that. I don't know. It's just kind of different. No, like, me and you could never battle. No. We'll battle any and everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like,
what you're saying, like, yo, yeah, I remember somebody DM me not too long ago was like, yo, how much money would we have to pay to see me and you? I was like, yo, I would never battle.
50,000. I need 10 more than Lux.
All right.
50,000.
Yeah, 50. And we'll write it together.
Yeah. Yo, and it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
But get the bag together.
Right.
But I feel you, because you can't have you can't have friends, or especially like buddies battling each other, because what you expect out of it, like, you know, I want them to go for blood. You're not gonna get that. Or if you do, then now you're rooting the severing of ties. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're trying to ruin a friendship. It is a very slippery slope with battle rap, but that kind of messed up when we started doing the whole groups thing, like the factions and all of that.
Especially when it's groups that had never battled each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, you had like
half the Cave. I'm pretty sure most of the Cave gang has not battled each other.
No, Chef Trez hasn't battled Rock. He hasn't battled Av. He hasn't battled Briz. You know what I'm saying? Briz has never battled Av. He's never battled Chess. You know what I'm saying? Av has never battled Rock. He's never. I can go through it. Young Cannon.
That's
like he's never battled a lot of them. The only people that really battled out of there is Chess battled
Rock.
Trez, and he battled Rock.
Yep.
Av battled against Chess.
Yes.
That was fire.
That was
That was fire.
Yes.
That was fire.
Mm-hmm.
That was like Av's real. Let's talk about Av for a second. That was Av's like real coming out party when he battled against Chess. He did the fucking skip to my Lou.
Yeah.
Skip to my
That's
Lou.
when you. That's when you knew it was more than Bucks. Yeah. That's when you knew it was more. I still like the. I don't know. Av always was a back-to-back puncher to me, man. I loved it.
There was a time where Av was the best nigga, man. When he was the best new nigga. Av was in that Geechee space. That's where he was there. Like. Av, when he first did that chess battle, that nigga was on top of the world, dog. He did that chess battle, skip to my Lou. We gotta watch that again.
Yeah.
We gotta definitely.
That might have to be a flashback recap. Listen, but you know the flashback recap that's gonna be like an hour and a half long because I'm breaking down every single bar. I gotta Av versus Nitty.
Oh my God.
Is literally
oh, no.
You know what I'm saying? And you was there. You saw it happen. So we about to relive this for a third time, okay?
That's fucking crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
Oh
my God. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Yo, when you talk about, I think that was probably the best battle I've ever been to in my life. That was number one, and then number two was Tay Roc versus Hollow the Don with another cut and the seatbelt, won't buckle up and all that other shit.
Nah, you was there for B-Dot and Verb, and you mean to tell me that wasn't crazy?
It was, but the B-Dot, his showtime got cut off. He was wilding and wilding and wilding. He did this, oh, it's showtime. He was like, but the time. I was like, oh my God, oh no. Like, it was bad.
Like, you don't do that. There's times you don't cut off a showtime.
You gotta let the nigga go, man.
Just let him get through the first line.
Let him go.
They don't even let him get through the first line.
Fucking, when it comes to Av, like, I love what Av does, but I just don't feel like he not getting them top names like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like Av could, why Av can't get a cert?
Because well,
miss that connection. No. He said they was talking about battling before. Miss me with that whole, that's Rock's man, so nah, he'll do it. Nah.
Same thing when Shine battled Charlie.
I'm not dragging that.
When Shine battled Charlie, DNA did what? He had to stand in the middle.
I ain't dragging that.
Rock had to stand in the middle and watch this go down. Cause
you think Av would turn down the chance to get his highest view battle?
Oh no.
Exactly. He wouldn't turn that down.
But I'm just saying, you know, I don't know. It's K Gang is messing up the culture. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I ain't gonna hold you. I think niggas be ducking ass.
You really think niggas duck ass?
Yeah, I think niggas duck ass.
Well, that's obvious. But I do believe that Av is also the junkyard dog. When you put him up against, like, if you put somebody up against Av, you probably not about to make the next tier.
Arsenal was fucking mad people up. He battled Av and got 30. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Who else?
I got swag and serve like I got polo on my body. Like, he wild.
Was Let Me Go? Let Me
Louise.
Go. Come on.
I mean, but yeah. Franchise, he battled.
Come on.
Come on now.
Come on, name him.
JC too.
Like, Av is out here, like, he be slapping people. And the problem is, but those are the people that want the smoke. You know what I'm saying? Those people that are naming, like, these are the people that, all right, we'll take it.
He had a classic with Geechee Gotti before Geechee Gotti became Geechee Gotti.
True.
And his first, like, real big stage joint, the traffic joint.
But think about it. They gave him Av. That's what I'm saying. They like, all right, you want to come rock with us? All right, we going to give you Av.
Him and Av was big.
Geechee's
Them niggas went crazy in that battle.
Geechee's known to be, when it's back up against a wall, he actually ends up putting out a classic.
Yeah, that was
a lot of people was expecting him to die versus Surf.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
As long as he shows up in 3 rounds, doesn't slip, doesn't choke, he's going to be, every battle's going to be debatable. Because he's loved so much. You know what I'm saying? They love him so much, and he's never been 30'd, never been killed. You know what I'm saying? When you've never been killed, it's real hard for people to you know what I mean, to do that. Speaking of never been killed, have you heard, I mean, you don't have to see everything that's going on, but have you heard, I'll give you the backspin on K-Shine and Sue Surf, or Sue Surf's talking about Loaded Lux, saying that Loaded Lux is not even in the top 15 most exciting battle rappers. He said Loaded Lux is not exciting.
Who said Surf?
Yeah, he's not exciting. He also said he never got 30.
What's the date? Was it December 14th?
Yeah.
Well, y'all can try to Google it. It's gonna come up with a bunch of different stuff, but December 14th is what the fuck happened to Surf Day. Okay.
Oh, he's talking about Born Legacy versus Clips.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Surf, you thought we forgot about that whole A-Verb on guerrilla warfare battle? Huh? Huh?
Yeah,
Surf, you.
Charlie Clips said, run up on him, spray with that AK, and then you say that when you give me the rest of my AK.
Surf, you thought we forgot about that little scuffle you had with T-Top?
He said I got a gun that goes ping ping piggity boom pow pow.
Yo, he said I got the gun from Big T. That shit go ping ping piggity boom bang.
I don't know, dog.
Yo.
Surf, you my guy, but Charlie Clips kind of got you. He got you out of there.
Yeah, he got you out of there. Hey, look, but as far as Lux being the most exciting, all right, now I'm not saying he's wrong, but he's also not right, because when we talk.
What?
Anytime, all right. So, what do we call the Rice Gang? What do we call the Rice Gang hoodie when it's a certain color? So, oh, we're gonna get that. I'm wearing my what? I'm wearing my gray hoodie, Rice Gang hoodie. Yeah. You know that's I'm wearing my Lux.
Facts.
That's a hoodie. There's literally a ornament of clothing that we pertain to him. You know what I'm saying? If you are in a competitive match, right, and somebody is talking trash to you, and you are here to prove them wrong, you tell them, you gonna get this work. You gonna get this work. That's a Lux quote there. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as excitement, his name has already been stamped in the culture. His name brings excitement. Not to mention, you know the views are gonna come when it's whoever versus Loaded Lux. Name a Lux battle that ain't a million.
You'd be hard pressed.
You know what I'm saying? So, Surf, if you talk about views, right? You so big on views, he's right up there with you in views.
Right.
Some of your battles he done spun around twice. Some, not all. You know, you versus Surf versus Hollow, still one of my personal favorites. Just felt as though he also lost to Hollow in that one. But that's a whole nother flashback recap. That's where you're wrong, because when it comes to when the double impact or the summer impact 2-on-2s, what was the headliner? It was supposed to be
Loaded Hollows versus
gun titles. So do you think that all of that excitement was just for y'all two? About a good 51%. I'll say 51%, but as soon as they said Loaded Hollows, come on. It can topple either over. So excitement, no. Now I understand he's trying to build the battle. It sounds great, but you need just as much promotion and shit talking you talking right now. I need that on the pen and pad. Are you done your bars right now, sir? I need you to be done. Are you done?
Right.
Because Lux has been done for everybody got sick because Lux had already wrote his bars already.
Yeah. And when Lux is in one of them situations where you're not seeing him around, like he's doing a little High 97 thing, but he's not really battling, he's not really, you know what I'm saying, in the battle scene, he ain't really on Twitter or nothing like that. Might be one reason why. You know what I'm saying?
It ain't going. That means I'm out here slow cooking these carefully crafted rounds just for you in this cauldron. There's a little bit of wizardry in there too.
I mean, it might get dark for him. It might get dark for him.
Stipulations still have to remain. It has to be big stage, because Surf on a big stage versus Lux, and that is what will prove is the gas real. Because the gas will be in the building that night for Surf, But everybody that's gonna be like, yeah, Lux, but look, we gotta listen to it back on the tapes. Gotta hear it on the tapes.
Lux is a camera rapper though.
Yes, sir.
He's a camera rapper.
Yes, sir.
He's not gonna be doing all of the pinwheel, gun like the big wheel. He ain't gonna be doing all of that. You know what I'm saying? But he's gonna be doing that. Got me snicking the right through the slide. Don't let me get a grip. Then we gonna put that pressure on one line, keep flying like keep it down. Like
what did he say? What did he say? Record that. Bring that back. 121.
He's gonna be doing that. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna be doing those lines. But Sue Surf is doing what Sue Surf is supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? In regards to so
promotion. Yeah.
There's some other things that were said, and I wanted your take on them. He said something to the term of having a debatable or losing to Lux is 10 times more valuable than beating a John and Don. That's what he said. I didn't say it. I'm just repeating it. True or false?
He's not wrong.
You keep going with this bullshit answer, yo. He's not wrong, but he's
also not right. So you're not wrong if you have a debatable with Lux.
Yeah.
That may be the norm, because I honestly think if Lux has one or two more debatables, he's human. He has the same track record as. You know, I ain't gonna say that.
I'm gonna just jump in there. I don't want to jump in there, but I think it doesn't matter. I think as long as Loaded Lux remains culturally relevant and has battles that are indicative of his stature and his status in battle rap, and he continues to put on performances that are worth talking about, he doesn't die, he's gonna always have. All right, people swore up and down on the stream Loaded Lux versus Averb that Loaded Lux lost. That battle came out. And people are like, what are you talking about? How did he lose versus Verb? How did he lose? People are fighting for it. You know what I'm saying?
Still got Verb.
I mean, it's a lot more debatable. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I feel you. He's a fine wine.
I feel like what Sue Surf said is not wrong, like you said, but it's not right, because look at what Loaded Lux versus Averb did for Averb culturally. You have to mix in the fact that he battled Mook in 6-month time period. But that took Verb from being a guy that was battling against fucking gyms, and no disrespect to Jim, salute to him, but he was battling against, you know what I'm saying? I seen him in the Midwest battling against KD. I was in Memphis. He came in, battled somebody.
Yeah, I remember KD.
You know what I'm saying? He battled him. You know what I'm saying? He was taking battles for just bags, like anywhere, taking battles for bags.
Yep. Didn't he battle Miles too? He was
battling anybody that would pay him. He would have fucking battled me if they paid him to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He was taking bag battles. Bag.
Paper.
Right.
Because he battled Mook and Lux, he's no longer Paver.
He's like, he went from down here to like shift supervisor. Like he's up there now. Now he calls the shots. Now he's able to turn down the Iron Solomon. You know what? Fuck it. I'm not battling. I'm gonna come back when I want to. When I come back, I'm gonna take who I want. You know what I'm saying? Like, he'll take who he wants. He's never battled Roc. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's never battled Tay Roc before. Verb's never battled Tay Roc ever. You know what I mean? There's a lot of other battles that Verb hasn't had. You know,
might have to make a list of stuff that we thought should have already happened or may have already happened.
Yeah, like John versus DNA. The one round on stream, I don't count that. That doesn't count. But they never battled before.
That had one round on stream. What was that?
They battled on Instagram.
that happened?
Yeah, no, I didn't have that. Anyway, so
all right, there's certain battles that don't count. All right.
Okay, so
Instagram live battles do not count. The performance battles, where you play the videos and stuff back and forth, that's fine. But if y'all actually physically have a battle back and forth, that'll count.
Okay, so
if that's the case, Holla would have Cassidy numbers.
Okay, so let's take that off.
But when we're talking about beating John, but don't just slide over that. So he threw two jabs, okay? Saying that Lux is beatable, and your other jab is, you mean to tell me if I beat John the Don, that doesn't give me the same impact as making it a debatable with Lux? I find that highly debatable, sir. Because John is, if Surf is saying he ain't been 30, when has John the Don been 30?
Never.
Huh?
Never. First of all,
take another stab at it. When has John clearly lost?
Man.
Because even if I say, well, show you said Jerry West beat John. I said no, John. I said Jerry West won the war. John
I
won.
feel like Vada gonna recap this and say Gotti dropped 30. Gotti dropped 30 on because he.
Gotti ain't dropped 30 on the dime, bro.
I'm just telling you, man. Shout out said, man.
I feel
Shout out
it's
said,
the
bro.
slogan sounds good. But the fact is, same thing with Mook said. Y'all remember when AI crossed Jordan? Jordan still pulled 30 and he won that game. Same thing. The fact still remains that John don't get beat. And then so
I had Shotty Hard beating him though.
okay.
I have Shotty beating him.
Okay. Where were they?
That was in the UK. I'm just saying.
What battle league?
Who knows?
So kind of does it count?
Okay.
I'm not now. If you want to be real, everything counts. Yes, John has it's an asterisk. But isn't that also no? I thought they have no, and then not. Then
How you called him in Clips on Bullpen? You remember they did that? You might not remember.
Clips was on a run, but at the same time, well, Charlie Clips was going through Charlie Clips 3-0. So yeah, I give Clips that battle.
Okay.
But other than that.
You don't lose many battles.
Even though where it, I don't want to say that, but where it matters most, big stage, 2,000-3,000 people in that crowd. You see John losing?
No.
You see John losing in a small room volume setting?
No.
No. So I think the next person, or the person that does beat John, they gotta be God tier. Gotta be. You think John gonna lose to one of these young niggas? You saw what he did to Jack Boy, right?
Oh, come on.
You think John gonna lose to one of these old heads? You see what he did to Hollow, right?
Yeah.
Although I could debate that battle, I'm just saying. But it's not a clear loss for John. There is no clear loss for John.
He don't lose battles, you know what I'm saying? Like he's very prepared. And if you put him against any of these, don't put him against any of these new guys.
Please
he's
don't.
Gonna send him, he's gonna get rid of him.
No, don't do that. Because he's gonna be disrespected, and then he's gonna
get disrespected.
You see what happens when he does to people that he don't like.
Yeah. He gets these people. He gets these people clean up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like, he would get these folks. He would send them to the friendly skies, and they will never be to be seen again. You know what I mean? But
on a whole nother note, you've been watching The Last Dance.
Facts.
4 episodes in. What's your take?
I see a lot of things that I kind of knew already, but then I get some things that I never really knew about. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it all depends on what angle we taking it from. I think it was cool to get Michael Jordan unfiltered, to get some of the story from the players that were on the teams with him, and to see some of the early struggles of the Bulls. I mean, I'll be back and forth all over the place. Yeah. I'll start off with like his series versus the Pistons, and I knew that the Pistons were very tough, and I know the Pistons had won a couple world championships in that time frame. But I didn't know that was like really Michael Jordan's Achilles heel. Like he could not get past them. You know what I'm saying? Like in this day and age, the Kevin Durant would have went and joined the Pistons. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? But Jordan stayed the course and kept working. I love that part when they got beat up in that one series, and like the next day they started working out. He started getting stronger. You know what I'm saying? Like getting stronger, started working out the whole summer, and was like, instead of getting beat up, I want to be the one.
I want to do it.
Yeah, I want to do something. I want to do them in. You know.
And then he said, he said, we knew. I think Horace Grant was like, he said, yeah. He said, when Scotty got fouled,
and didn't react.
And ain't react. Oh yeah, we knew we had him.
They was getting their clocks clean though. Like the Pistons used to beat the Bulls up and down the floor. Though.
My pops used to tell me like how much he didn't like the Pistons. And by the way, my pops was a Sixers fan, so we was losing all through this time. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't even. This was during like people don't know. Yeah, Charles Barkley played for the Sixers at one point in time. This was during that time, and we were losing. But My dad always used to say, he said, Bill Laimbeer, man, he's one of the dirtiest white boys in the game. He was like, they might talk all that trash about Bird, but Bill Laimbeer, yeah, he clocked you a couple good times. Like it was he fouled you, it was a foul.
And it was like they ain't even call fouls back then. It was like you get your head knocked off. They wasn't even calling it.
So that's already a point right there. Because everybody talks, the talk. Well,
Right.
How does LeBron feel about all of this? First of all, LeBron is also appreciating, the greatness that, before him. And of course he gets that documentary too. It'll just be, it ain't,
Talking about the future?
Yeah, he won't get a documentary. But I'm saying, when you talk about that physicality though, could LeBron play in those times? Yes. Because of the size. You get what I'm saying? But you gotta remember, but there's other people who we consider that's like top-notch, top-tier cats. And I wanna say like guards. Like Steph couldn't play back in them times. No. Clay, nope. James Harden? Hell no.
No.
But there's one person that I know did last that time. Allen Iverson drove to the paint. He was only 6 feet tall. I'm just saying, but that's when we're talking physicality though. Jordan loved that stuff. And when you talk about that, Jordan had to make those different type of maneuvers when he was balling because
he was getting hit.
You know what I mean? You got people swatting. They coming for your leg. I get that. You better fly. You got no other choice but to fly.
Right.
What you think about Dennis Rodman's section? Did you know about the 33s or did you think it was leopard too?
I thought it was leopard.
I thought that was leopard.
I remember when it happened. I thought it was leopard. I thought it was crazy when he he did load management before load management. Mm-hmm. Like he took off in the middle of the season and said, I need to go to Vegas so I could go deal with some cocaine and women.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And then he comes back and doesn't make it on time and Jordan has to knock on his door. He's got Carmen Electra. Yo, bro, Rodman had Madonna and Carmen Electra.
Chicks. Like the bad ones that was at the time, Rodman had them.
Rodman.
Rodman
is a legend. He's in the NBA Hall of Fame and he made it for his off the court antics. Rodman is a legend. And rebounding.
Oh, he was quick
in defense. Yeah. Rodman was the dirty work. He did all the dirty work. Everything that no one else wanted to do.
You see the videos of him fouling Jordan and them like
And I thought it was very insightful to see Michael Jordan, to see how he came up, to see Phil Jackson when they brought him in. Because when he used to have the other coach, you know what I'm saying? Doug Collins. Mm-hmm. Collins had good intentions, but he was never going to win with him. Because Collins was just like, go score 63.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Jordan's go score 55 and lose. You know what I'm saying? Like, so Michael Jordan never passed the ball in those early years. He'll win the scoring title, but they'll lose every year in the playoffs. Once he got with Phil Jackson's like, he said your days of being this leading scorer is probably going to be over. Because...
Are you cool with that? He said, listen, I just want to win.
Right.
Like, I don't care about, like Jordan scoring wasn't that what he wanted. Mm-hmm. Jordan scored because he wanted to win the game.
Right. Not scoring...
Just because I wanted to stack my stat sheet.
But we're not winning, you know what I'm saying? Like, Phil Jackson taught them how to win, you know what I'm saying? And Scottie Pippen, he did a lot too. So I think as the documentary, I haven't heard much in this documentary yet about Tony Kukoc, and I thought he was a vital part of the Bulls in those. In
'97.
In that run where when they had them when he went on, because Kukoc went on a three-peat with him too. Yeah. So maybe they'll talk about him, but I haven't heard nothing about him at all yet.
I hear Paxson more than Kukoc.
I hear them talking about Paxson. They haven't really mentioned B.J. Armstrong like that either. Right. Because the Bulls was just like insert point guard. Well, B.J. Armstrong was there, then Ron Harper was there, but the positions on the Bulls that never really mattered was the center and the point guard. Like they would just throw anybody. Yeah, Steve Kerr was in there.
They had Horace Grant and Cartwright. Mm-hmm.
Horace Grant mattered though, because when Rodman left, Horace Grant was the one that cleaned up and did all of the dirty work that that Rodman was doing. That's why. And Horace Grant could shoot. You know what I'm saying? So Horace Grant had that top of the key jump shot. So he kind of was like a good feeling after Rodman was gone. But I like to see it. I mean, there's some people out there who's like, yo, I got the whole season. I don't want to see the whole season in advance. Like,
what's wrong with you?
Like, I want to see these things as they happen.
Yeah. Like, it's certain time. Like this ain't back in '95, man. Like, we don't want to see next Friday before it drops. Like, don't want to see that right now. And it needs to happen as it goes on. What you think about the old man grudge between Mike and Isaiah Thomas?
That beef is gonna go to the graveyard.
Yo.
Like, they hate each other. They still hate each other.
Yo, Mike was like, it don't matter what you. He's like, it don't matter what you play. Like, it's gonna sound good. All right, let me take a look at
some bullshit. It's gonna be some bullshit.
Some bullshit. He said, not knowing what we know now. And Mike like, no. Right, and then I get it if Mike would have just been like, nah, I don't care about all that. No, he stated the fact. He said, yeah, you look at y'all tapes. That's good. Y'all look at y'all tapes of how y'all would. Mm-hmm. But look at every time y'all beat me. I shook everybody's hand. Everybody's hand I shook. But when I'm busting y'all ass,
they walked off.
Word. He said, I'll make sure you. It just makes the burn feel even more better. You know what I'm saying? A little bit more slower. What they say on Wu-Tang? I take a coat hanger and burn it all until it get real hot. Mm-hmm. Ooh, when you get the Horace Grant was like, straight up bitches. I loved it. Keep it coming, man. I like the fact that they were talking about, because this is stuff where I wasn't old enough, but I was old enough to understand what was going on. But I didn't know. So if we really talk about my love for basketball, Jordan came back and I was like, all right, this is dope. But then I'm like, I don't see what the big fuss was about.
Right.
Hindsight. But I also have a brother that is 11 years older than me. Mm-hmm. So when I tell you my brother had the Mike poster of him dunking on Hornet set, like with the wood grain around it, I remember. You know what I'm saying? He had the newspaper clippings of Mike kissing the title. I was like, so these are photos that I'm seeing in the documentary. I'm like, oh, yeah, I know about it.
Right.
You know
a lot of people don't remember that Jordan came back twice. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I think
twice.
He had the first one when his pops passed away, and he went to play baseball. Then he came back. Then he came back after the '90 when Phil Jackson left. He came back again. You know what I'm saying?
Because he said he wasn't going. He said, I ain't playing. If I ain't playing, if Phil's not coaching, I'm not playing.
Right. Then he started working for the Wizards, and it was like, fuck it, I'm going.
He said we need to sell some tickets. Man, the only way we gonna sell some tickets is if shit, nigga. If you suit up, Mike was like,
right. But good series. Hopefully we continue to be entertained by it. What I will say is salute to all of the fans, all of the subscribers, every single person that watches this content, the people who comment, the people who share it, the people who just talk, and hopefully during this whole crisis we're giving you something to entertain you. You know what I'm saying? We both have schedules, we both have families at the same time, but we definitely try to get together pretty much as we can to bring y'all content, to give y'all something to watch. You know what I mean? Like, I know in this time, it could get real dry. You know what I mean? So what you got? You got anything else?
Man, listen, make sure y'all go ahead and cop the merchandise, the Nobodies Fly t-shirts is coming soon. You know what I mean? This is a real thing, you know? Just make sure y'all stay safe, wash your hands, and when you wash your hands, make sure you wash your ass. And always remember, nobody's fly.
Gang.